Hi, so feel free to call me the woke mob. Homophobia is attached to the patriarchy. Fucking obviously, but like, let me explain. So, sorry, I did not get much sleep last night and I've been working 10-hour shifts. You know what I mean? So, homophobia genuinely supports the fucking patriarchy. Like, example A, there's this one guy. He's a respectable dude. He respects women. He's a good guy. He gives to charity or some shit. He just does good shit. He's just a good person. And he's not like an asshole to women. He's a decent guy, good guy. His friends, not so much. Not so much. They might be a little bit red pill. They might throw the R slur around somewhere, a couple sentences, might make a few racist jokes, who knows. Might catcall women on the streets, who knows. His friends aren't the best. It varies from case to case, however you're relating this, whoever you're relating this to in your own past. So this guy, the good guy, we'll call him Steve. We'll call him Steve Harrington, so you can remember it. This is Steve Harrington. This guy, if he is hanging out with his buds, he's like hitting the town with his boys or some shit, and this woman or group of women walks by or starts interacting with the group. If these guys, if Steve Harrington's friends like stay true to their asshole selves and begin hitting on these women or being respectful, or when they walk away they're like, damn, look at that ass or some shit like that. They just objectify these women and dehumanize them into things that are supposed to visually serve his friends. If he doesn't jump in on that, these friends of his, these friends of Steve, might start dogging on him. And you know how they might start dogging on him? Well, they'd say, are you gay? Uh, okay. And that might seem like a fun little joke, but it is that deep. Politics is your life. If you don't agree with me, please, 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 please go watch Cabaret. Please go watch Cabaret. There's slime tutorials on YouTube. I'm no context. I'm not holding your hand. Go watch it. Anyway, it does run that deep. It seems like a funny joke. Seems like a funny joke to you. Seems like a funny joke to Steve's friends, but to him, let's say this is like the 80s or the 90s. We'll go 80s. Let's say this is in the 80s. Oh, like Stranger Things. This is Steve Harrington. Let's say this is in the 80s. Homophobia, still huge. It was kind of less huge in the 90s, but it was still kind of there. But 80s, ooh, ooh. Kids drowned in lakes for being gay, is all I'm saying. Let's say this is the 80s. That time, that decade, not very accepted. Very, very rarely accepted if you kiss boys and you have a pain. Very rarely accepted. So, Steve Harrington in the 80s, he's not going to take this lightly. If his friends are giving him the psycho look going, what are you, gay? What are you, gay? Because he's respecting women, he's sipping respect women juice. If he's getting threatened with that, what do you think he's going to do? I'm sweating. This is pissing me off because, like, I know I'm right. What do you think Steve is going to do? He's not going to continue respecting women, is all I'm going to say. Because, like I said earlier, kids drowned in lakes for being gay in the 80s. There are legitimate characters and side plots and storylines in modern media that portray this because it actually fucking happened. People got lynched, people got followed home, threatened, stalked online, stalked in person, fucking assaulted, harassed, bullied, dehumanized. Legal gay marriage wasn't even a thing until like what, 2011 or something in the United States or something like that. Maybe the 90s, possibly the 90s. Doubt it though. come on. What do you think this guy's going to do with all of that societal pressure on just the thought of the fact that he might be homophobic because he didn't immediately objectify a woman? What the fuck do you think he's going to do? He's not going to sit there twiddling his fucking thumbs. He's going to try to regain that footing that he had before that threatened his stance in the world. Because here's the thing, I'm a firm believer that all men, not in that way, all men will never put a woman above them. Never. Doesn't matter what the situation is. He will always be thinking of himself. Even if it is objectively wrong to only be thinking of himself, even if it is objectively clear that the woman should be being protected, even if it's just generally and not specifically protected by him, even if it is clear and wrong for him to only be thinking of his own safety and of himself, he will only be thinking of himself. And I'm a firm believer in that. Firm believer. I have had way too many life experiences where I have been that woman. Okay? I have been that woman in danger, in need, in vulnerable states, and I have been taken advantage of by a man. Every time. Or just like left for dead, basically. I'm getting worked up. Anyway, that Steve will not prioritize this woman. Let's call her Stacy. Steve will not prioritize Stacy's safety or her comfort. He is going to try to regain footing with this little ego battle going on that has been like thrown at him by his homeboys, I guess. Fuck you, I guess. Hello. He is going to, guess what? Guess what? He's not going to say, no, I just respect her a lot. You know what he's going to say? I don't know specifically, but he's just gonna jump along the bandwagon because let's even now, because like everybody's like weirdly fucking red pill now. They did a study, like 31% of Gen Z men think that their wives should submit to them fully, like in the 1950s. Okay, okay, right. Anyway, he's going to jump on the bandwagon so fast and either objectify this woman or just like remove himself from the situation and not do anything about his homeboys harassing women or objectifying them. He's not going to call out his homeboys. He might even join in like, yeah, she got a fat ass though. He might bring up another girl who wasn't even a part of the conversation. He might like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not going like I'm losing my train of thought like actively right now. I can feel it derailing in my head. Fucking train crash right here. That sipping, like the respect woman juice that he was sipping beforehand, it's gone. It's gone in that moment. He can regain it if he tries, because like every day is a new day, every hour is a new hour. But if this becomes a pattern for long enough, if Steve is friends with these guys for long enough, and if they pressure him like this as a pattern, like what are you gay? What are you gay? What are you gay? What are you gay? This is just gonna become a part of his nature. It's just going to be it's not even going to become a reaction. It's going to become a plan. Basically, it's he's going to be pre-planning how to make sure that people don't think he's gay. And once he gets in that mindset, it's kind of an accidental fake it till you make it kind of thing. Where if he starts objectifying women long enough, even if he doesn't actually believe those views and he's just trying to protect himself, any respect he had is going to dwindle bit by bit, bit by fucking bit. Because if he is only focusing on his safety and he puts off a woman's safety enough times, long enough, in a streak for like in a long enough streak, if he puts off a woman's needs and safety and comfort for a long enough streak, it will become the norm for him and he won't even question it. He might even forget the reason he's doing it. It will just become nature. Which means over weeks, months, years, decades, whatever, Steve will become exactly like his friends. He will be purposefully catcalling women, purposely objectifying them, telling them to go to the kitchen. He's going to be also asking guys who don't immediately objectify women, are you gay? He's going to be met with his younger self at some point, and instead of protecting the bright future of that young man, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to say, are you gay? Because he respects women. All the while, there was not a single thought about the woman. Have you noticed how I've only been talking about Steve? I have not talked about the woman. It is that deep. It is that deep. I'm trying to make a video about how the patriarchy and feminism, and I've only been talking about the hypothetical man. He's hypothetical, but I'm still only talking about the man. It's that deep. It is that deep. Bottom line, stick up for fucking minorities, please. If you notice your friends throwing around the F slur, the R slur, making racist jokes, like where they're not even semi-funny at all, they're just a little bit, not even a little bit, if they're just straight up offensive, uh, don't brush that shit under the rug. Because you know what that does? It weakens you. It makes you specifically, yes, you, weaker to propaganda and fear. People more easily control you by fear when you let it control you. That even goes for your personal things. If you're afraid to apply to that new job, do it anyways. Do it anyways. Come on. If you let that fear control you, you're probably not going to get the job either way. Okay? Chuck that fear out. It's lying to you. But again, it is that deep. It does go that deep. It is so deeply ingrained in the system that if you let your friends make a homophobic joke with no fucking consequence at fucking all, doesn't matter if this is someone you've known for 2 weeks or if this is your best buddy of fucking 20 years, if they make a homophobic joke and you do fuck all or join in on it, whether or not you agree with those views, you are actively weakening yourself. You are actively deteriorating your fucking brain. You are actively decaying up here. It really is up to you. Politics has everything to do with you and your fucking life. I don't care. Yes, it does. Don't fucking argue with me. Yes, it does. Okay? Bottom line, hold yourself accountable and especially hold the people around you accountable, especially if you care about these people. If you know your friends are good people, but they just have not the best views, educate them. Don't just say, oh, he's a lost cause. Educate him. And if he's stubborn, drop him. That will be his consequence. That will be his lesson. Again, it runs that deep. I'm saying his. That will be their lesson. See, I'm still working on all this stuff myself. I'm still researching. But hold people accountable, for fuck's sake. If you want a better world, try. Put in effort. Yes, there's like a shit ton of people on Earth. But like, you know, doesn't matter. Because you're still here with the rest of us and we're still here with you. Try. If you want the world to be better, make it better. Okay? Every person you come across, if they make a homophobic joke, hold them accountable. If they're stubborn, drop them. If they double down, punch them. You know? Cheers.